everyone. My name is Serena Lin of the OCTA Formula Funding section, and I will be giving you a high-level tutorial of the OCFundtracker database to show you how to navigate the system. The first step is to go to the OCFundtracker website at ocfundtracker.octa.net/secure/login.asp. You will be brought to this login page where you will enter your user ID and password to enter the system. I suggest you bookmark this page for easy access in the future. If you are a new user or have forgotten your password, click on this link, click here, which will bring you to an OCTA account signup and password reset page. Type in your email address, complete the robot verification, and click submit. You should receive an email relatively quickly that will direct you to create a new account or reset your password. Once you have done so, go back to the login page and log into the system. Just a heads up, the system is a bit slow. So here's the home page. Across the top of the page is a toolbar with various tools to help you navigate your projects or to generate reports. In the top left corner is the OCTA logo, which will bring you back to the home page if you click on it. Next to it is the Project Tools menu, which has many of the tools that you will be using to create, amend, and review your projects. The first item on the list is My Projects List, which will bring up all of your projects. There are various filters at the top of the page once it loads. So there are various filters at the top of the page to help you filter the types of projects that you want to view. Below the filter section is the whole list of projects that are generated by the criteria that you have chosen. So for an example, if I want to look at a project called Transit System Study Pilot Project, there are several ways that I can use to navigate to that project. So first, I can use this filter and type in the name of the project here and click search to find it. The way that I usually prefer is to use Control Find on my keyboard, which is just clicking Control F and looking for the project in the list here. So if I want to look at Transit System Study Pilot Project, I will type it up here and here it is. And so if I want to navigate to this project, I will click on the tip ID link here. So here is the general project page. Across the top is the tip ID. The system records the information about the last people who modified the project and the approval information. There's information about administrative items, CMAC, project information, environmental programming information, schedule, and a history of all of the changes that were made to this project. And if you want to look at a PDF export of the EdTip sheet, click on the detail button here, which will generate a sheet that makes it easy to view the details of the specified project. So the sheet should look at something like this. This sheet generally is easier to look at the project, and it includes all of the information here and the funding information. So the second item on the projects tool list is amend tip projects, which you will click on if you want to make an amendment to a project, create a new project, or carry over a project. If you want to amend a project, click on the first link here, and then choose the tip action that you want to make the project amendment in. Say for this example, I want to make a project amendment in 1931. So I would click that. And next, you would need to type in the search criteria to locate the project that you want to amend. So for this example, I want to look at the project that I was looking at before. And I'll type it in and click search. So here's the project that I wanted to look for. To amend it, I would click on this link over here. So here we have been brought to the project page of the most recent amendments. To make changes to the project, you can just type into the fields or change selection boxes. And once you are done making your edits, you can save and submit to CTC, which means submitting it to OCTA. If you are not yet done with making edits to the project, you can click save, which will save your project information, but not submit it to OCTA. And once the save is successful, OCFundtracker will forward you to an amendments in progress page. And in the future, if you would want to submit it to OCTA later on, you can click on this. And just a note, if you have not completed certain fields that are required for the amendment and the system, the database will prompt you to complete the required fields before submitting. So going back to the project tools menu, the last item on the list is tip adoption. As a reminder, a tip adoption happens every 2 years and is the start of a new FTIP cycle, while a tip amendment occurs monthly and is either a formal or administrative modification. If you click the link, it will bring you to several options to create new projects or to carry over projects. If you recall, these options are similar to those under the Amend Tip Projects button. However, there is no difference between these links, so feel free to use either the Amend Tip Projects button and Tip Adoption button to navigate to the links or to create or carry over projects. So now we want to go back to the home page. So we click on the OCTA logo right here. So going over the rest of the items on the toolbar, here's a reports menu where there are various reports that you can generate to view your projects in different ways. We recommend that you play around with these reports to see which ones are most useful to you. Next, there's the other tools menu, has several administrative and technical accounts items that can help you. If you have projects with problems with the system, there's help information here. Next, there's in progress projects that are denied, accepted by CTC, pending amendment, adoption, and users. And also there's this field right here for searching of specific projects that you want to look at, or there's also this link here that brings you to the advanced search, which brings you back to the filter selection we saw earlier. And last but not least, this button allows you to log out of the system. So under the toolbar, we have news and reference materials. This is a link, and if you click it, it'll bring you to information about the FTIP schedule, performance measures, and the OCFundtracker FTIP module. And if you want to exit out of this, just click on the X over here. And under that, there are several tutorials that are provided by Eco Interactive, the company that we contract with to help manage the system. We also have a bunch of information in our FTIP guidebook that has very similar information as these tutorials, as well as additional information about tips and tricks about how to use the system. So we definitely recommend that you look at our FTIP guidebook to help you navigate the system. Regarding the rest of the homepage, there are these sections that talk about in-progress amendments, submitted amendments, in-progress adoptions, submitted adoptions. Your page may look a little bit different from ours because we are administrators of the programs, so don't be worried if this doesn't look exactly like what your page looks like. And also right under here are the currently open tipped actions. And just as a general rule of thumb, items that are highlighted in blue here are generally all links. And at the bottom of the page are links to contact OCTA or contact Eco Interactive if you have any questions about the database, about how to use it, and if you have any problems. So this is the end of this tutorial. We, once again, encourage you to play around with the system to familiarize yourself with its functionalities. Feel free to create a new project to test out the system. As long as you don't submit it to OCTA, everything's okay. And even if you do accidentally submit it to OCTA, feel free to contact our staff and we can definitely work that out. And once again, please refer to the guidebook and feel free to reach out to us if you have any additional questions. Thank you.